Welcome to Burst Review Afterthought, where we review the comments and questions or suggestions that you leave for us on YouTube. And we did pull from a couple of other sources because we didn't have a lot of YouTube comments. I think we pulled from
the AK Files,
Truth About Guns,
and Defensive Carry, although I don't think anyone responded on Defensive Carry, but we're new, so that's understandable.
And comment number 1 is by Jareth1987. I like the video a lot. Good pace, and I like the male-female perspective. The music was great, and your input was valid. Only constructive criticism I can give is be careful with pointing the gun straight into the air when behind low cover. You guys had great trigger control, but I would hate to see a discharge into the air. Keep up the great work. First of all, thank you, because I'm not the most courageous or outgoing.
Self-confident.
Yeah, confident. Individual. That's the word I was looking for.
not to make things worse, sorry.
But yeah, thank you for the kind words. And when we shoot the burst reviews, we are the only ones on the range. And since we're a 2-person crew, what we do is we set up the shot the way we like it, press record, and whoever is not handling the firearm goes behind the line of safety. And I think you're under cover of like a tin or wood roof.
Yeah, there's like these heavy timber bars that look like they're from railroad ties, essentially. Which are pretty bulletproof for the most part, at least they're pretty indirect bulletproof. So if an accidental discharge did occur, while startling, it would not be nearly as big of a deal since everyone, meaning me, since we're the only 2 people on the range at the time, would be behind the firing line. But thanks again for the comment, we really do appreciate it.
Comment number 2 is by Live by Reason. Case states, performs like a $1,000 custom pistol at a fraction of the cost. Sure, but the fraction is 99 out of 100. That said, I own one and I do love it. Realistically, they are not selling for what most would consider a fraction of 1,000. And when I get excited about things, sometimes I do tend to exaggerate, and I will definitely try to curtail that in future reviews. But I think when we were looking up prices, it was
pre-Newtown, yeah. So it was, I want to say it was around what,
$7.99, I think.
Yeah, just about $7.99. I know you can get them wholesale for a little bit cheaper, but I'm guessing dealers aren't watching this video. Consumers are.
Yeah,
so you guys
and never pay MSRP for a gun.
No, never, unless it's something like a Keltac that's made of unobtainium or hard to find him, yeah, or something like that. Yeah, those would be the exceptions, but otherwise, yeah, definitely do not pay MSRP unless you gotta have it.
And you can always negotiate with shop owners, so the price you see isn't necessarily the price you have to pay.
It's true.
Comment number 3 is by Woodcutter Dude. I thought the pace was too fast and the video was over and done with before I could get the volume turned up, so I watched a second time. Thanks. Thank you for watching a second time.
Definitely, thank you.
But we did make this series to be quick. It's just a 3-minute burst of information. We want to give you a taste of how the gun handles with different body types, different ammo types, and we'll point out the pros and cons of the firearm. So let's say you see something in a gun shop, but you don't have time for a 15-minute review to load, just load up one of our videos, and hopefully that'll help you sway your decision one way or the other.
And we'll try to give you, the basic information. I mean, if you want to know how it groups with Hornady tap ammunition, we might not always have the exact load you want to, to put through it. But, for a carry weapon, we're going to tell you, yes, it functioned 100% with XYZ. Yes, it was easy to carry. It didn't print too much. I mean, we're not going to recommend you carry a Desert Eagle 44 Magnum or any Desert Eagle for that matter. So yeah, thanks for the comment, Woodcutter Dude. We appreciate any and all positive and negative feedback. Alright, comment number 4 is by Henry Bowman. Tactical critique. Move laterally, outside the line of attack, while drawing. Keep your eyes on the threat while reloading, and don't crowd your cover. Moving back gives a larger field of view with less exposure. And yeah, we knew about the lateral movement thing. I mean, it makes logical sense. It's always more difficult to hit a moving target than a stationary one. But Kay and I had never considered the whole, though it does make sense, backing away from whatever cover you're against in order to get a broader range of view. And we actually went and tested this indoors with blue guns, which are these hard plastic safety guns, because we obviously don't want to run around our house lazing our poor neighbors with live guns or even unloaded ones, because even if they're unloaded, they're loaded. But yeah, after a bit of experimentation, we definitely confirmed it. Yeah, we really appreciate the heads up, Henry Bowman, and we'll try to incorporate that into future burst reviews. Thank you so much. Comment number 5 is also by Live by Reason. Hey buddy, thanks for another comment. He states that Colt ships these guns with 7-round magazines. This is a well-presented video review. Thank you. But the misinformation will keep some from subscribing. Good point. You actually are absolutely correct.
We have a bag of mags because he's obsessive compulsive when it comes to magazines of any firearm.
It comes from living in a state that still has the assault weapons ban in place. So as soon as I moved out, whenever I found any sort of magazine for cheap money, I would just buy it. Whether or not I had the gun for it, didn't really matter. So that being said, when I reached into my eponymous bag of mags, I put out this little guy and assumed that it was a New Agent magazine, which was my mistake. It's actually an officer-sized magazine, and I got it confused and mixed up with the other Colt magazines. As you can see,
Or hopefully see.
yeah, on the base plate it does say Colt 45 Auto, so it is visually and virtually identical to the New Agents magazines, except for it only carries 6 rounds. But thank you for the heads up, and as you can see, guys at home who are not familiar with the system, this is a standard 1911 7-round magazine, and this is the New Agents magazine, so
It'd be easy to mix up.
yeah, thank you. Comment number 6 is by PB641. You need to make the gun the focus of the review, not worthless shots of you or the girl shooting the gun. The action shots show nothing. As a result, all I have to go on is your description, which is lackluster. First off,
I don't think the shots are worthless because you can see how the recoil is, like when we both shoot it. So if you have a body type that's similar to mine or Jim's, you can see clearly that we can handle the firearm or we cannot. So I think that's pretty useful information.
but I can understand where you're coming from in terms of wanting to see the physical aspects of the firearm, like whether or not it has an ambidextrous safety or is the ejection port scalloped, stuff like that. And we understand that. And we'll try to make the physical aspects of the firearm more the focus of the review in future reviews and less about subjective aspects like how we felt it controls and whatnot. But yeah, thank you for the comment. We really appreciate it.
I forgot to add, we're going to put the assembly and disassembly of the firearms in a separate video series, so we do have more time to talk about the firearm itself.
That's right, and to show you more footage of the
Yes.
important parts of it.
Yes. Maybe pan up and down the
Yeah.
voluptuous firearm. I don't know.
The curvy lines of the carcass.